Do it.
3, 2, 1. How's it going, everybody? Little Game Boy 5 here, and today we are back this week with another edition of the Gamer and the Dad podcast. As you can see, my dad right there, or actually,
What
no,
is
he's right
up?
here.
What is up, guys? It is the Gamer and the Dad podcast, number 28. Whoa. Cam Bam the man, what is up, dude?
Nothing much, man. Nothing much. But it's glad to see Dad this year. As you guys see, we're doing another remote podcast. My dad is out somewhere. He's lost. he's he's
I'm floating in the sea, chilling.
he's lost. He don't know where he
Yeah,
is.
I'm lost at sea.
But we're still
Now,
able to get this podcast ready and stuff like
what
that.
is up, everybody? Thank you so much for jumping on. Thank you so much for joining. All that good stuff. Thank you so much. Everybody that continues to subscribe. It continues to grow. It's so awesome. Thank you guys so much. Continue to subscribe.
Yes.
Bell for notifications. All that good stuff. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you for following with us with all this craziness. Yes, like Cameron was saying, unfortunately today we weren't able to be in the studio. The studio.
Studio. I'm gonna put that in like
Yeah.
quotations.
But a little bit of a schedule hiccup, but we're here. We're still here remotely at least, and able to talk to everybody and get back online and say what's up and get the Gamer and the Dad podcast back online.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, guys, let's get on to this week. Obviously, we've had a lot of stuff going on this week. A
So
lot of
much
games
going on,
coming
dude.
out. But I actually called my dad, or he called me, and he said he wanted to talk about a few things. Dad, do you want to bring up those things you wanted to talk about?
Nah, not today. I don't know.
Okay. All right, guys, we're
Maybe
ending.
maybe maybe tomorrow.
All right, guys, we'll end the podcast there.
No, listen. There's so much going on.
Yeah.
First and foremost, I know everybody's sick about hearing this stuff, but
Yeah.
I just wanted to talk about what's really going on right this second, which is again COVID-19, just like everything else,
Yeah.
every single day. But the reason I wanted to talk about it a little bit is because they are tightening up so much.
Mm.
Orange County again closed up, which is horrible.
Yeah.
LA County as of Wednesday, I just heard this morning and read this morning that as of Wednesday, LA County now you can't even eat outside anymore, outside the restaurants like you were able to.
So it's
It
not
is
safe to
getting
patio dine anymore.
they're not going to allow you starting Wednesday. They won't allow you to do that.
Mm.
So it's going to be lights out for all restaurants and bars, dude. It's horrible. But anyways, I'm sure everybody's feeling this, and I just wanted to just talk about it for a minute,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody that's watching, just do your best to number one, stay as calm as possible.
Yeah.
All right, stay healthy,
Stay safe.
and just try not to absorb a lot of the media that comes out. Try to look for facts, and read up on the facts, but just don't get caught up on all the media. Every story you see, out of 10 stories, probably one is true, or some of the stuff is factual, but just don't get caught up on it, guys, and try to relax as much as possible.
Mm-hmm.
It sucks that some of these families are suffering heavily and will continue to suffer now that everything is closing again. It's horrible.
Yeah.
But guys, if anybody listening, if you're going through this, please, just do your best to look at the brighter side. Call somebody if you have to talk. Call a cousin, a friend, a family member, whatever. But it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right, and we're all gonna get through this.
That is
Right,
for
Cam
sure.
Bam?
Yes, for sure. We will get through this, guys. Regardless of how long it is, we always have friends, we always have family, and I think that's like the most important thing that matters in this time of stay at home, do nothing, and all this, wear a mask and all this nonsense. We've been dealing with it for pretty much the whole orientation of 2020 this year. So, it could happen next year, but I think next year we'll see a brighter side later on. There's never,
Yeah,
we don't
for
expect
sure.
this to last like immunity forever. Sure, it's going to change. It's going to change how people are, change how people act and do things on a daily basis. But at the same time, you're still you. Like, this is still the world you live in. Every world, every country, every state is going to have complications. I think my dad said before, there's places that have it worse than us. There's people who can't even go inside a house because they don't have any rent money or something like that. Like, just, bad things that happen in other
Yeah, for
countries.
sure.
So,
For sure.
you know, you just got to be lucky with what you have. And there's just been a lot of things that, have made us happy. For one example, the gaming industry. Like, we can bring that up. I mean,
Yes.
look
Gaming,
how
baby.
the gaming industry has grown. It's already made like billions of dollars this year, probably a good record year for the industry, which is probably common because not only are you playing games and ignoring it's entertainment, as we get like movies
Yep.
and shows and all that, but at the same time, it's interactive. You could chat with people through networks and, hang out with friends, battle against friends and all that. So you're still communicating, but, you're doing it at a safe place. Like, you're doing it from your home. And
Yep.
you're not going anywhere. You're not going to a park. You're not going to a bar. You're not doing any of that. As fun as that may sound, as fun as that may be, it's like, oh, let's go to the bar this weekend. Like, that sounds fun and all, but in the times that we're in, you don't want to really do that. So I think what gaming has done, and I've done a lot of gaming stuff, and new games have been coming out from amazing developers. I've heard their struggles from work from home and how they had to like transition to that from studio to home, and it's a big
Yes.
transition. I do admit it is a big transition. Like, I've seen videos of like actors and voice actors, like when they have to do face scans for their faces and stuff, they have to wear helmets and they have to look this way and then they have to do all that stuff. It's a huge complication, but it's just amazing on how they can just get it done and then just have a game ready right
Yeah.
there. Like,
It's
that's
uh it's very true, very crazy. But to end with this COVID thing for this podcast, the new year is just around the corner. So that is something else to look forward to
yeah.
completely. I know I am. And I know a lot of my family and friends are looking forward to end this year, and 2021 just around the corner. So we got that to look forward to. So all stay up, heads up. We'll do this.
Yeah, for sure.
Moving on, Cam Bam, PS5. What a nightmare this has been, dude.
Uh, Guys,
What
if
a
you don't
nightmare
know,
this has
I've been
been.
inactive for a while, and the reason for that is because I've been trying my ass off to get a freaking PS5, and it has not shown any luck.
Say the
Serious.
truth. You've been under your bed crying, dude. I've called you multiple times. And, he'll answer the phone. I could just hear.
Dad, there's no PS5.
There's no PS5, man. They're all gone,
But I
man.
think we talked about this when we were driving, to Temecula for my birthday thing, which you
Yeah.
guys don't know. My birthday was recent. I think it was Friday or something, yeah. Which
2121. What is
the 2-1,
that?
yeah. Just
You
put.
made
I
two
just.
twos, by the way. Yeah.
I didn't know. I noticed.
What's
I
going on?
noticed. I'm secretly 22, guys. No, I had turned 21. We had a beer. We had everything.
Yeah.
It was amazing. But as we were going there, I think, Dad, you were talking about what they should do in this time when they don't have any, or you think like they should have made more. What was your like talk about that?
Yeah, it's I mean, we've talked about this before, and it's always been my argument. I don't know. I don't know. I'm really passionate about this because it drives me crazy that these companies in this matter, for example, Sony,
Yeah.
it just drives me crazy that they do this to people. Like, you can't tell me that they just can't produce a gajillion PS5s, so we don't run into this problem. I've talked to multiple people and multiple friends, and they're all in the same situation. They're by their laptops. They're carrying their laptops with them just to see if they could get into one of the stores and buy a PS5. This shouldn't happen.
No.
This should not happen. It's like, release the PS5s, dude. Okay, you had your release day. You broke the internet. You got the attention. Yes, Sony, we know that you make an awesome product. Everybody wants it. We want it. Fantastic. You had your opening day. You broke records. You shut down the internet. All that good stuff. Sold out in all the stores. Yeah, we knew that was going to happen. We talked about that.
Yeah.
But it's like, don't do this to people where they can't continue to get it. Okay? We know you have a stockpile somewhere. Just release them. Make people happy. And at the same time, don't be such an ass. It's like, dude, it's bad enough that people are going through some hard times.
Yeah.
But they're scrambling their last dollar to buy a console, and you're just like, nah, we're gonna hold off until we want to. It's like, come on, dude, be part of the Sony. If you're listening to this, and I know they are because they tune in. I know they tune into the Game of the Dad. They have to. They have
want to listen to this guy ramble off.
They have to. Sony, don't be an ass. Let's do this. Come on, release the consoles. I know you have a stockpile somewhere, just sitting.
Yeah.
Waiting to be sold. Just do it. Everybody that I talk to that's in the gaming world is itching to get their hands on a console. That's not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair. If someone has the money in their hand to buy a console, they should be able to do it.
Don't you want money?
Yeah, it's just unfair, And as a big company, you should think, well, people are going through really hard times right now. Not only are we making a gajillion dollars, in a month by selling these consoles, but we could also put a smile on people's faces, by releasing this and allowing them to buy it. Allowing them to buy it. Can you believe that?
Oh.
That I'm saying that? Allowing to buy it. It's like, the executives see somebody crying on the, sitting on the curb. It's like, all right, dude, okay.
Here's a console.
I allow you to pay me $500 to put a smile on your face. It's like ridiculous, dude. But that's actually what happens. But you have to release it. You have to let them go. You have to let them go. Sony, let's go, dude. Open up the doors to that stockpile you have somewhere. Start shooting them out to the stores, and let people get one. Us too. Let us get one. All right.
Want to see that nice PlayStation in there, but
it's so weird, man.
But there was an article recently from Sony Interactive Entertainment CEO Jim Ryan. He runs like the interactive part of Sony, which runs PlayStation and all that.
Jim Ryan, wake up, dude. Wake up, Jim Ryan.
And so he went on an article saying everything is sold, everything is gone. So my job is to fulfill. My job, this is his quote, my job is to fulfill the more demand that we're seeing. I'm like, well, no crap. Everybody was wanting this console when you made 2 reveal events. You knew the demand was high. You saw Sony stock go up. The demand was going to be high regardless. And it's just really... But he did that article in Russia, which was kind of... it was like, okay, you're saying everything is sold. Are you saying everything is sold in, like, Russia country? Like, that doesn't make sense. Are you talking about, like, worldwide? Maybe. I don't know. But... If he's going to be trying his hardest to make sure there's demand, because a lot of people are saying there's probably going to be shortages of those consoles till April of next year, which
it's so I don't know, man. You can't trick me with this crap. There's no way. I mean, look at Apple. When Apple released, I forget what phone it was. It was gonna, all the phones are always a big hit, but it was a certain number. I don't remember which one it was. I think it was 10, maybe iPhone 10. They did this big release, and the word was out that this phone was going to be on very high demand.
Yeah.
And Apple listened, and they made, I think they initially made like 100 million iPhones or something like that, some ridiculous number, for opening day. or release day, whatever you want to call it, and everything sold out. Everything sold out, and there wasn't much of a of a wait, because they had the product in hand to be able to sell.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know what the problem is with Sony. I don't know what the problem was or is or whatever it may be, but it's not fair that they do this. It's really not fair.
Yeah.
If it's a strategy because we're going into the holidays, okay, I sort of understand, but not at this time. I mean, think about it, Mr. Ryan, whatever the hell his name is. Think about it. I know you're thinking executive. I know you're thinking money. I know you're thinking bottom line. Stock. Whatever. You have to supply all that. But think about the people that love Sony and love their product, especially PS5, and have been a fan of every console going back. Think about those people for 1 second. Those are the guys and girls that supply you, that make you the money. And a lot of us are sitting here, and wanting one of those.
Like, it's not fair trying to race to get the console. Like, it's like, oh, who's gonna get it first?
Yeah. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. We're in 2020. That shouldn't happen anymore. That shouldn't happen anymore. And I don't know. I don't know what their strategy was. I don't know what it is moving forward. I don't know if they have a bigger plan, whatever it may be.
They might, but they're not going to say it.
But it sucks. It just sucks that you can't go and get a console. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, I know that for the first week of launch, which was November 12th, that they said they were going to do online only due to the pandemic and all that stuff. And I don't know, online only is kind of skeptical right now, considering with all the people, the bots and stuff and scalpers who just buy it and then they sell 10 of them for $12,000 or some BS that, that's another thing. It's why do you gotta be like that? You're trying to make easy money off something that's so scarce.
Well, here's the thing. That goes back to Sony. It's dude, I know that they're seeing this.
They have
to. I know that I'm sure they have technicians online looking for this and going, oh, look at,
hey boss, look at that.
Yeah. Hey Ryan, hey, look at this. This guy's selling that console or reselling that console for $10,000. I mean, that's
what
disgusting, dude. That's disgusting. That shouldn't happen. That's not right. That's not right. And it just sucks. And I know that they're seeing all this. And
they just have to take it in, though. You can't. There's so many. You got to take it in. And
so many what?
So many of the people on eBay selling them. There's even scams about them, and they say, "Oh, I got a PS5. It's all brand new," and then you just get fucking toasters and crap.
Yeah. It's just. I don't know. Sony needs to step it up. They need to step it up, and they need to release whatever it is. I know that they have a stockpile somewhere. They are definitely not sitting at zero. They have millions of consoles somewhere ready to be released again. But whatever game they're playing or strategy they have, it's not working. Especially right now, again, people are going through some horrible times. Why don't you become that company that puts a smile on everybody's face?
Yeah.
And allows people to have a smile and be happy for a little bit. I don't know. Sony needs to step it up.
So guys, if you're looking to get either the Xbox or the PlayStation, don't buy it on eBay. Don't support those guys because you're just proving to them that this is cool. It's oh wow, I just made money off that. Don't do that, because the problem is that if they see the money come in from eBay rather than the traditional retailers Best Buy and Target, to name a few, they're just gonna be oh, I could just do this all the time. People are so scarce. But sometimes you can get scammed. I've heard people that,
for sure.
When you buy it on eBay, you can get a toaster or freaking cat food. What's strange is that Amazon had the problem where that people who fulfilled their pre-orders of the PlayStation and then they got it on delivery, whether it was December or November, whenever, apparently in the boxes they were just given cat food or some weird thing. even though they've already paid the money. Apparently, that was a lot of reports from Amazon customers. I don't know if it was in the UK or something like that, but apparently that was the report that Amazon was just giving cat food instead of the console. It's like, wait,
That's
the console?
crazy.
Or some people got the console box, like the box of the PlayStation, and they open it and it's like a toaster. I was like, wait, there's no console in here. Amazon was
What?
like, yeah, we sold out, but we'll give you the box. How about that? It's like, I just paid, I just paid so much in shipping and paying for the product. Dude, this just tells you that
That's
this
just
launch
horrible.
is getting weird. I think
That's just horrible.
what I said online is that there should be more like in-store stuff. Now I know like the cases and stuff. Yes, we've talked about it earlier, but people are not like gonna like people will wear masks and people will respect the rules. I mean, that's what they have plastered all over the doors and like like when you go to Target or Best Buy, like they always have like some signs saying do this and be cautious of that. And if we can go into a store, just having a mask on and doing social distance, then why can't we get it from there? Because if we try to get it online, the freaking bots and scalpers are just going to get it first, and the regular people
Yeah.
won't have any like chance to get it. Like Walmart had a terrible, terrible system where everything was broken. You couldn't even get into the cart because the bots already had it. And then as soon as I got mine into the cart, it only said, "Oh, one left," and I tried to check out, and it's like, "Oh, sorry, sold out." I was like, "Who already
Yeah,
got
that's
the
so
damn
wrong.
one?"
I've heard that so many times from different people.
Yeah.
Same scenario. They had it in their cart, and
And then it's gone.
they go to check out, and it's like, oh, disappeared. Yeah, it's just horrible.
Yeah, so
It's
I
horrible.
think what they should do is more like in-store pickup, because like when you order it, then you actually have to go. You can't just be a bot and be like, "I got it." It's like, but you have to go pick it up. I was like, "Oh, wait, I have to go pick it up?" But I
Yeah.
told my bot to do that. It's like, no,
Yeah.
no, you got to be in person. That's what I think should be better than this online stuff.
Yeah.
Again, I know why they did it due to the pandemic. I get it, but look at what happened where the scalpers have most of the consoles that they've made for gamers, and those are gone, and only like a few gamers got the consoles, and the rest of the gamers are
Right.
like, well, what the F, bro? Why don't I go?
Yeah.
And I mean, it's the same for Xbox and all that stuff. And the Switch was experiencing that at the start of the pandemic too, where the Switch was so scarce, and they were doing it with the Switch too. They were selling the Switch for like, I don't know, like $800 or something. And I was like, okay. And the Switch was broken. I was like, well, great. Then that just proves to you that you shouldn't get it from these weird, crazy ass people that are just gonna sell it for that type of price because they just want
Yeah.
something that's so scarce. It's like, don't take advantage of people during a pandemic like that. That's just scummy of you as a character and a person.
It's unreal, man. It's unreal. I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't know. I think we're missing something, you and I, of understanding their method and their way of working. I'm sure. I know all the back end stuff. Their bottom line. Okay. Stock options for the shareholders. They have to make them happy. That the stock has to stay high. All that stuff. Well, yeah, but it's like, okay,
Think of
that's
your
fine and
community.
everything. Yeah, but dude, the people that are feeding you, you're effing them really bad,
Yeah.
and I don't know. I could just go on and on about this, but it doesn't make any sense, and more people have to put more heat on them,
Yeah.
and
Final
be like,
word,
"Hey, what the hell?"
Sony. Start making stock, dude. Start.
No, I know they have them. They can't trick me, dude. I know they have a stockpile, and
They're just like, well, hold on now.
yeah. I don't know. Maybe their strategy is, okay, well, we did opening day or release day, whatever the hell you want to call it,
Yeah.
and they sold a gajillion of them. Okay, great. And they're probably holding back now, and they're like, all right,
Everything's gone.
The next release or the next big release is going to be for the holidays.
Which would make sense.
And yeah, it makes sense, but God damn it, let me buy one. Jesus.
What
How
if
can you
kids
not have
want this
them?
for Christmas? Christmas is just
How can
around
you
the
not have
corner.
them? How can you not have them?
You go to
It's
Target,
ridiculous.
you go to like some stores and stuff. It's like it's Christmas. It's about to be Christmas time in like a few weeks, and it's like, all right, I gotta get a console because my son or daughter or somebody wants this, and they're like, "I saw you were sold out, sir."
It's unbelievable to me, man. At this point, I compare him to like fast food restaurants that I've been to before. You know, like one primarily that sells chicken, for example. When you walk in, we're like, oh, the chicken's gone for today. Freaking 10 o'clock in the morning. Do you guys sell anything else but chicken? And your chicken's gone? What are you guys selling? Cups? What are you guys doing?
We sell soup.
It's like I don't know, man. I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Look, I'm praying for Sony. I'm praying for Sony that they can do this.
I'm sure they're going to start releasing some, obviously for the holidays. Black Friday is just around the corner.
Well, he has. The CEO did say that he's going to try to meet the demand before and after Christmas. So, like around those times, he's going to try to make sure that the demand is there.
Yeah.
But then again, you have to realize like they don't want to mismanage their team that are production of these consoles. Like, I think a lot of it comes from Japan and China that are just doing manufacturings and tradings and all that. So they just don't really want, anybody to get sick or whatever. That's what they always say on their sites. It's like, okay, but how did you produce like millions of them, like bigger than the PS4 launch?
Dude, that's all PR, bro. That's all PR. They have to say that. A nice lady or a nice guy in the PR department hands them a paper. Here, read this, doofus. Get on camera and say this, okay?
Get on camera.
Okay. I'm going to try to meet the demand. And we have some coming out. Is that good, John?
Not soon enough.
Like that? Yeah. That's all PR crap, dude. The marketing, they all have to say that. They have to read off the prompter and say all that. But the real deal is here. People like us that want to get it, and we can't because these guys are just playing their little games. Oh, we have it. No, we don't. We have it. No, we don't. So whatever.
It's like, Sony, do you have it or not?
Yeah, Sony, step it up.
Answer me that question,
dude. Quit your BS. Step it up. Xbox 2. Bill Gates, let's go. Stop doing all those interviews, dude, and get the damn Xbox out. All right.
I think.
Love you, dude, but. Do you
remember that thing we talked about? I thought this is just funny to bring up again. And I talked to Dad about how he didn't know that the Xbox One and the Series X console controller still needed batteries. Remember what he talked about that?
Oh my God, that was a hilarious conversation. On Cameron's birthday, on the way up to where we were going, a lot of our conversation was, I honestly never knew, or I couldn't remember, probably better said, that the Xbox controller needs
the newest console
actual batteries in the controller. Actual batteries. And the newest one still needs batteries. I don't understand this. You
want a cable? Go buy it.
I don't get it. And this is Microsoft.
Yeah.
Okay? This is Microsoft. One, if not the oldest tech company around. And the controller to their newest console in 2020 still needs batteries.
$70 controller still needs batteries.
Yeah, like batteries, like actual batteries that you put in and you take out because they're over.
Is this a Nerf toy like from Hasbro or something?
When you said that, I was amazed. Okay, so not only can you not put a cable on your controller
unless you buy one.
Yeah, unless you buy one, but how about making rechargeable like Sony does?
I think you can make rechargeable batteries, but you still have to take the batteries out, charge them, and do all that.
I don't see what that's all about. I really can't put things together of how they're saving or not saving or saving on parts or money or whatever by doing that.
Money?
That's crazy. Really? That's crazy. Unless they partnered up with battery company like Duracell, Energizer, or whatever. Hey, we'll have to we'll make it to where our controllers need batteries. And then everybody's gonna have to buy your batteries. How about that? Yeah,
get some good battery sale numbers.
It is amazing to me. But who are we, dude? We're just some peons here that we're just arguing about this. But that was amazing. I never knew that.
But we talked about how I guess how Microsoft goes along with it is that they look at what Sony does with the PlayStation. Since PlayStation 3, like that's when we started getting like wireless technology with our controllers, and then
Mm-hmm.
around that time, that's when Xbox 360 did the same thing, but then they
Right.
started doing the battery thing on the Xbox 360 and so on,
Right.
and then the
Gotcha.
PS3 charged the controller off the console with the cable that came with the console, and they've been doing that since 2000 in the early 2000s. And I guess Microsoft was looking at it and was like, well, they're not really changing, and if it isn't broke, don't fix it. So why should we change? I mean, we're still getting good console sales and all that. It's like, yeah, but you don't realize the small picture. Like, your controller's so premium. Like, imagine, like, because you know how expensive the Switch Joy-Cons are? They're like $80 per
Yeah.
Joy-Con. And
Yeah.
you gotta buy like small circular batteries unless it's like come on, dude, you just charge those off the Switch. Like, you just put them on the Switch and they charge. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, I don't get this buy batteries not included crap or whatever. It's like,
You know what? It is amazing to me though that in 2020 there's still companies that develop consoles like this that don't add certain things. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. It's not competition
mm-mm.
because Sony has made an exceptional product, right? A whole product from the console to the controllers to it being wireless, rechargeable controller, easy,
Charge off
easy.
the console, don't need to go
Yeah,
anywhere.
charge off the console. Um, just everything, the whole package.
Mm.
However, these companies like Microsoft that has been doing the Xbox for a while now,
Yeah.
and they've been legitimately in the game for a while now, still comes out with stuff like this. I'm really curious, really, really curious to know how those conversations go.
Hey, Bill,
Like,
should we?
yeah, seriously, I think that's what it is. It's like sometimes I feel like some of this stuff is put in the hands of guys that don't think that way. You know, I don't know, because why make an expensive charger to a brand new console in 2020 that you still have to add batteries to it,
Yeah.
and then they're no good after a week, and you have to replace them with new batteries. I don't understand. Again, it can't be that they're
They're low on
backing up the
money.
battery. No, no, not that. It can't. I doubt that it's the fact that I doubt that it's Microsoft working with the battery companies. I don't think so. I don't think so. That would be a stupid move. Um, because if that was the case, then everybody would do it. You know.
Yeah.
I still don't get it. Microsoft, Bill, call me, dude. I know we just talked. You know. Microsoft, what's going on? Tell me what this is about. I'm really curious. I was floored when Cameron told me that you guys still put batteries in your controllers.
you
Please,
you buy you buy a controller, batteries not included.
I really am curious what that's all about. I really am curious. Honestly, like legit curious. What is that about? I want to talk to somebody one day.
I think
And
Microsoft. I think when they announced the Series X for their new console, they made an article saying the reason why the controllers need batteries is because they're so premium and we don't have cables manufactured yet with the consoles.
oh,
Like,
bull caca, dude. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Are you gonna believe that hoo-ha? Dude, come on. Come on.
you gonna
That is
believe that hoo ha?
dude, I don't believe it for 1 second. It's so premium, we can't come up with the cable. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. You know?
Not at launch. We won't have the cable at launch, but we'll have one later. It's like, but why do we still need the batteries?
Well, you know what? If that's really factual, if that's really the case, then what that's telling me is that Microsoft is not 100% in the game. And let me tell you something. Their story goes way back from when they failed to come out with the first smartphone. and Microsoft, Bill Gates, and a lot of the execs have come out and said that, that's fact, that they, because of their what should we do? I don't know. How do we do
How about a
this?
phone?
Yeah, it's they actually failed. And if you guys don't believe me,
There's
look
stories
that
about
up.
it. Yeah.
Google that and go way back. With Steve Ballmer and Bill Gates, get into this huge fight about yes, no on smartphones, and they missed it completely. And Apple just came in like a hawk and just went, we got this, and became the biggest phone company on planet Earth.
Yeah.
So, anyways, going back to that tells me that I don't know. It feels like they're not in it 100% like they should be, like Sony is. Sony is just on it. Sony's like, this is part of what we are and what we do. We're not gonna deliver a half-ass product. Hey guys, for now put batteries in the controllers, but we're coming up with the cable. Johnny's almost done with it, right, Johnny? Yeah. All right. Yeah, we're gonna have a cable next week, guys. That's so cheap. That is so shitty and cheap, dude. I mean, come on. How can a company that big come out and say, well, it's so premium that we don't have a cable for it yet? They don't make that kind of cable here in the United States. We got to make it somewhere else because it's so premium. We need the best materials in the world. We don't know where to get them yet, but we're making it. Trust us. We're going to have a cable. When are we going to have the cable, John?
Next week.
John says we're going to have the cable next month. So wait for that cable. Dude, what the hell are you talking about? What are you talking about? Microsoft, what the F are you talking about?
Are you smoking a blunt over there?
Oh, no. They're way past the blunt, dude. They are way past the blunt. They're past a full glass of whiskey. They're way past everything, dude. I don't know what the hell they are talking about. We're going to have a cable soon? A cable? Cable. A piece of cable
that charges your controller.
That's an item that's existed for 100 years. They're gonna have it soon for their premium controller. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
I don't know. That just damages them a little bit. I don't know. That's just cheap. That's just cheap to say.
Yeah, I mean, Microsoft has definitely had its up and downs with the Xbox.
Oh, yeah. Oh, big downs, dude. Big downs. I'm telling you.
Like, you make the most powerful console, and yet you say, controller, battery's not included. It's like, that's not really like, well, okay, $500 for the console, and then you give me a controller that's going to die in like a day or so. Unless I just pay extra money for batteries or pay the extra money for the cables. And
I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I don't get it at all.
I mean, we made a joke about what if Xbox's next console, you need those big square batteries to power the console. It's like,
oh yeah, that's all you need. That they come out with a new console in a couple of years, and the new console needs 15D batteries. It's dude, that would just top it all, man.
That'd be funny.
But yeah, dude, I don't understand. I really don't understand. We're in 2020, and a company as big as Microsoft comes out with that. All this just tells me something about Microsoft. They're not in it 110% when it comes to phones. Obviously not, because they failed completely. They went face first into the concrete.
Yeah.
And they're not in it 110% with their console, which is a shame because it's so popular.
Yeah.
And it is a good console, and it's so popular. But how can you not be 110% complete with that product? We'll have a cable soon. That's just.
Oh, okay.
Horrific.
I see the article here. What we need to know. So Microsoft went out. And then when they unveiled the console, apparently they said, if you're wondering to use... Wait, what the F? Hold on. There's so many articles about this because I guess so many people ranted about it.
Of course. Of course.
Okay, they explain why... They said it's all about flexibility. Flexibility for the controller?
Okay. In what way? It actually physically flexes the controller? Is that what they're saying?
Okay, so this is a quote, I guess, from one of the execs at Microsoft.
Please.
Okay, quote, when it comes down to is when actually talking to gamers, it's kind of polarizing, and there is a strong camp that really want double A's. Uh, so just giving flexibility is the way to please both sets of people. You can use rechargeable battery pack, and it works just like on the Elite, but it's a separate thing. Well, yeah, of course it's a separate thing. You don't give us rechargeable batteries. You just give us batteries that are going to die in like a day or so. Well, it's like flexibility that doesn't make sense for a $70 controller. Like,
what the hell did you just read? What did those words or sentences try to tell me? Because all I heard was poo poo caca, dude. What the hell are they talking about? What the hell are they talking about?
It's all about flexibility.
Give me a controller that I could plug in, and in 2 hours or an hour, whatever it may be, it is fully charged and it allows me to play. That's it. I don't want to take a cap off. I don't want to pull out 4 AA's and be, oh, it's flexible. Look, it's flexible. It takes rechargeable batteries too. I don't care. I don't care about that. All I want to do is plug in a cable to it. A cable. Microsoft? Have you heard of cables? Yeah. I want to plug in a cable to it, recharge it, and be able to play in an hour. That's it. That cannot be hard. You know what they need to do? They need to consult. They need to consult with
gamers.
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk.
Yeah, Elon Musk needs to come out with a crazy-ass controller that lasts like 2 years when fully charged. Yeah, Microsoft, get your ass together, man. That is not cool at all.
Oh my God, there's more saying that, players really want them. I mean, we've made it for years. It's like, no, we've complained about this for years, and you guys just are deaf over there, and you're not listening.
Again, it takes me back to what I was saying about them not being 110% committed to this, and it just sucks, man. It just sucks.
Like, I remember when the Xbox One came out in 2013, it was $100 more expensive than the PS4 because they had the Kinect camera that was mandatory with it, so it adjusted price. But the problem is, it wasn't a game console. They were like, oh, you could plug your cable box, you can get the Netflix, you get all this stuff. I was like, but where's the games? Like, what? Isn't it supposed to be a game console? That's what you guys are presenting. You guys got a controller, a console, and they're like, no, you can watch Netflix and watch the news and all that.
Oh, doo-doo.
And Microsoft stock went down so hard because they just like, they just went like, and Bill Gates was like, guys, this is a game console, not a cable box. Like, what's the point of plugging your cable box in the back of the console? What was the point? And considering cable boxes are almost extinct now in this time, in this generation.
I
you know what Sony said when they knew the PS4? They're like, games. That's it. If you want to watch media, that's secondary. You could do that. But we're all about games here. That's the point.
We make this console to play, not to look pretty on your little thing there by the TV, and then with a nice little blue light, and people come over like, oh, it's a nice blue light. Yeah, I just bought that blue light. Yeah, you like it? It doesn't do anything, but it's a nice blue light. Yeah, it's not for that. It's
for games.
It's for gaming. Okay. I don't know.
And just having the media stuff is like an extra. Like, it's so good to have, like, as a convenient to watch, like, all your Netflix, your Disney Plus, and all that. Like, it's so convenient to have, but that wasn't like the prime focus of it. The prime focus was to make games.
No, of course not.
Xbox was like, guys, look at all this media stuff you could do. You could watch sports, the news, Netflix. You could watch all this. Netflix, you still need your $60 Xbox membership to watch Netflix.
While the guy's holding his game, he's like, okay, that's cool, but can I play this? No? Okay.
Oh, that, but it doesn't work well,
Dude, I don't get it, man.
When the CEO of like Xbox, when he announced that, he lost his job within the next month or so after the reveal event.
Yeah, good.
I guess Microsoft was like, get this weenie out of here.
But dude, still, my argument is go way before that. It's like, don't release something unless you have it at 110%. It's just, come on.
Like, why are you competing with Sony at that point if you're just releasing like a small cable box?
dude. Small cable box, a charger, a controller that needs batteries. You're not even in the game, dude. You're not even in the game. Um,
Yeah.
dude, that's hilarious.
Now,
I don't know.
listen,
They got to step it up,
it's
man.
not that. I mean, Xbox has gotten better over time after that whole shebang because Microsoft realized like they had to step up, and they did. I mean, not the controller part, but they definitely stepped up in making the console an actual game console and focusing it on games, which was should have been
Right.
the prime focus at the launch. I guess that CEO was drunk on some, whatever, and just thought that TV is the way of the future. When really TV was going to die quicker than anything, like cable boxes. I mean, that were going to
Yeah.
die quicker than anything. Uh, I guess they just didn't, pinpoint the future to that or how that transition from cable to now just getting our stuff through stream. I guess
Yep.
they didn't see that coming, but I mean, no
Definitely
company
not.
would have. But anyway, that's just how it is. And then Xbox, and then Microsoft was like, all right, we're gonna make our thing an actual console now. Got Game Pass, which is a subscription. You pay for the subscription, you get like 100 free games to play as long as you have the subscription, which is weird because remember Google tried to do that. They're like, guys, here's our thing. Here, pay for it, service fee.
Oh yeah,
And
that was a joke.
they're like, oh wait, why are the games? Why do the games cost money? I thought it was paying. I thought you guys were gonna pay for it. It's like, no, we don't got the money for that. It's like, but you're Google. I don't get it.
But you're Google.
Like, where do you think
Yeah,
the
man.
meetings with Google were? Like when they said, like, guys, we're gonna release our streaming gaming service right now.
Yeah, you know what? I think we've said it before that it is legit when we say that, when these companies come out with things, they need to consult gamers.
Yeah, they can't
You know,
just.
they need to consult gamers, like guys and girls that actually play their products and use their products. That's what they have to consult, not some, guy that could do code and he doesn't know everything, So I don't know. It's going to be interesting though. When these controllers start coming out again, for the holidays, and we're going to see how it ends up being. Now, Xbox has not released yet like PS5 has, or has it?
It released already, but it's going through the same issues as PlayStation 5 with people trying to get it and stuff. So the scarcity is there for both consoles.
I'm really curious to read some reviews on Xbox and the controller and stuff like that.
Well, as far as people don't touch on the controller. They say the controller is good, like in terms of like response time and all that, and extra buttons. They just hate the fact that the battery thing is still there. They've been on that battery thing since the early 2000s.
I'm sure the response time and all that's going to be, it's going to be top notch. I mean, it's a brand new system. It's a brand new controller.
Yeah.
But just the fact that
you're doing this Hasbro
Yeah.
thing of no batteries included.
Yeah. It's just like you can't put that extra dollar and that extra hour of work to not make it where you have to put in AA batteries every, month or whatever. I don't know. We'll see, man. I'm curious to see more or to hear more input on people that about the controller. So we shall see, son.
Yeah, let's just hope we get one. For F's sake, man. Let's just.
Right? Seriously.
Sony, can you send
Sony?
us one?
Sony, come on, dude. I don't want to have to make that call. I've been telling you guys, but yeah, right. They're like, no, but hopefully.
Maybe you
hopefully
should
we
call
can have
Jim.
one.
Maybe you should call Jim and he'll
Right?
talk to him.
Go, Jim.
Talk to him
Go,
and see
Jim.
if he'll give you like a compromise. I mean, they sent consoles to YouTubers and all that stuff. So
I know. Well, that's we're YouTubers.
we're not.
We didn't get one.
They're like,
But,
it's like, do we need to? It's like, yeah.
It's okay. It's all right. Watch. When we're at 10 million subscribers, they're gonna want to give us one, and we're gonna go get away to here with that poo poo.
They're like, no.
Get out of here. We're making our own console.
Like,
Look at this thing.
What,
It's
like
gonna be the
Soldier
size of a
Boy?
room. It's gonna be like the size of a room. And you're gonna walk in, all you can hear is like.
Oh, there's something I wanted to mention.
Yes.
To you actually. So
Yes.
I think IO or it's OS Interactive, not like Apple, not iOS. I was about to say that, but it's not Apple. They're called OS Interactive. they're known for making the Hitman games.
Oh, okay.
And apparently, they just teased that they're working with MGM to make a 007 game. And, bro, we have not seen a 007 game in ages. In ages, we have not seen a 007 game. I remember the license of 007 used to be with EA. Like, EA Games used to have the license to make it. That's why when we played Agent Under Fire, Nightfire, all the...
Dude, the best games ever in the world.
The classic games that were just amazing.
The best games.
So the fact that we're finally going to get a new 007 game later on is just... Thank you.
Tell me that they're going to have the voice.
What, like Daniel Craig?
Daniel Craig's voice.
Oh, don't hire some man.
Well, I'm sure they have to, do all the CGI or whatever with him, right?
Maybe.
For the game. Dude, that's going to be awesome, man. Awesome.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, if they're known for making good Hitman games and all the stealth games and all that, then we'll see, because James Bond is normally about that. So that's going to be cool that MGM finally woke up and said, we should make another 007 game. Why haven't we made any of those? It's like
that's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, I mean we could talk.
They have.
It's crazy. What were you saying?
They have enough. They have enough stuff to go off of it. All these Daniel Craig 007 movies. They have so much material to go off of the game. But that'd be awesome, man. That's going to be really, really cool if they go ahead with that.
Like, we could talk about our times just playing the old 007 games like that. Were probably, just outstanding.
Dude, some of the best.
Like, some people would say, like, in the modern age, like, I think now they'd be like, ugh, this is a game? It's like, yeah, you weren't around when this game was out in the early 2000s for the original Xbox.
Yeah.
Like, that game was
it was a game changer, dude. It was a game changer.
First-person shooter with cool, fun stealth mechanics, and just a lot of fun overall. And
it was insane. It was insane.
Had multiplayer. It was
yeah, dude.
The multiplayer was fun.
It was awesome.
It was awesome. It was one of those first-person shooters that you needed to play like that. That was it wasn't like Halo based or like this masterpiece thing, but it was something fun to play in terms of a 007 license game. And now in the days before this announcement, I feel like 007 games were lost their day pretty much. It was all about the movies, And
I mean, we haven't seen a game in I don't know how many years, right?
Yeah, a long time.
Yeah.
So the fact that the license is going to a different developer company, and they're known for making good games, so it could be nice to see why MGM finally decided, we finally should make a game. Maybe they were
money.
Well, maybe that, but they were probably thinking of a developer. Like it takes time because there's so many developers and companies out there.
Oh, sure.
So they're like, well, who do we give the license of acceptance to our 007 moneymaker that we make every other year? So
yeah, but listen, it all comes down to one thing. Money signs.
Call Daniel Craig. Pay him another check.
Yep. Yeah, let's get Daniel Craig down here. Let's have another meeting. Get him the espresso he likes.
So he does the movie that's coming out. Like he does that, and the game's coming. He's like, all right, no more. I'm done.
Yeah, I'm done. No, sir. Here's your espresso. Sit down. Here's a check.
You got a game coming out.
Here's a check. A blank check. As a matter of fact, Daniel, you fill it out. Okay.
How much you want?
Tell me what numbers you want. I think it's going to be great, man. I think it's going to be awesome. A new
on the PS5. Game. Oof.
Oh, dude, I can't wait. I can't wait. That's going to be awesome.
I think I showed Dad. Remember when we had the Xbox, the original Xbox, way back in the day? It was a big fat console. It was big, wasn't it? It was pretty big.
It was huge. It weighed more than our TV, dude. I mean, it was humongous.
And the controller, remember how big? I showed you a picture of the controller. You remember how big that was?
Yep.
I don't get it. What was that about?
We had to sit it down on our lap. It was so big we couldn't hold it up.
And you said, wait, did it fit your hands? You said you had big hands and it didn't fit.
Barely, dude. Barely. You could barely hit the buttons, but
yeah, the buttons were mishmashed. You could barely have your hands on it. And totally. I was so young at the time, so I had small hands, and I was like, Dad, can I play? And you're like, son, maybe, but if you could lift this brick.
You can't grip the controller. So I'll have to hold it for you, son.
I think that was cool. That was cool.
No, it was. Listen, it was a good time. It was a good time, and those, that's the other thing too. That these companies need to understand that there's families and there's kids that make awesome memories with their parents playing these consoles and these games. So that's a big part of it, and they need to understand that. So.
Like,
so much going on.
How about games being like cinematic? Like, if you're watching like a game that has a story, you're almost watching a show or a movie. Like,
yeah, you're watching a movie. I mean, I told you that last time we were watching. I forgot what game you were playing, and
like,
you played a little bit of that on that game, and it's like watching a movie. It's like sitting back and watching a movie. It's so awesome.
I think it was Call of Duty or something.
Yeah, something like that. It was awesome. So much with the gaming world, dude.
You want new shows? Get a game and you get a story.
Yeah. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Speaking of the other media, so Warner Brothers came out. Now we talked about how Warner Brothers is like with AMC, and AMC is supporting them, saying, "Hey guys, so we're gonna work on getting digital releases and safe movie-going experiences in theaters." And I was like, "Okay, so you're gonna do something about Universal?" And they're like, "Yeah, we might." It's like, yeah, don't ban them. What was the point of the ban? Nobody could go to theaters at that time anyway. This was around the time that Trolls came out and made it some money, and Universal was thinking about doing this with some other movies, and AMC was like over here like, bruh, seriously? Like, did I say something wrong, or like? And they're like, no, it's just that your movies are closed. Like, nothing's open. Like, what are we supposed to do with our movie? It's our product. We're supposed to give it out. Like, I don't know. I feel like AMC was just like manhandle or being like a mom and say, "You didn't tell me. You didn't tell me."
AMC is done. Yeah. Goodbye, sir.
Sorry, goodbye. Movie theaters. I'm sorry.
Yes, AMC, especially AMC. They've been having a lot of issues trying to sue everybody for not going to their movie theaters.
It's like, what do you want them to do?
Yeah, it's they've had a really, really bad time lately. But hey, no one listened to us, dude, in podcast number 5. When we were saying theaters are done, no one wanted to listen.
I bet you when we brought up Warner Brothers, I bet you they learned their lesson from releasing Tenet. So they're probably like saying like, maybe
for sure,
that probably was not a good idea.
For sure, yeah, it was. Yeah, not even close.
So they said that in their article. So they're releasing a new DC movie called Wonder Woman, and according to Warner Brothers, that they're gonna have 2 ways. So they'll say, okay, you could see it in theater in like whatever one is open, or you can watch it on HBO Max on the same date that it comes out in theaters. So options, options here. It's like
options. One's not doable at all. Number one, because all of California and almost every state is closed again. Yeah. All right, so there goes that poo-poo. So how about watching at home with your family on your nice couch and drinks and popcorn for everybody? Sure, that's a lot better.
A freely distributed movie as long as you have the HBO Max subscription.
Yeah. It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer.
I don't know why they said choice. It's like, I think you're gonna lose money by releasing it in theater again. So
I just think they're being nice by saying choice, dude. It's like, okay, I'll put it up on the board. It'll say theaters or stream. Are you happy now? Okay, cool. Yeah, it makes a gajillion dollars on stream and like $5 on theaters. It's a no-brainer, dude.
$5?
Yeah. Okay, $5.50. It's like. Come on.
You look at like on the box office chart on the website. It's like, look how much the budget was, millions and hundreds of millions, and the box office, $5.
Dude, it's that's just what it's gonna be.
I don't see why articles say like that's the only way for movies to make money though. Like if movies are exclusive to Netflix, for example. Like,
dude, I'll say this again, and I'll be very clear because it's true. Okay. All of this streaming stuff, okay, hit the biggest part of the ceiling or the highest part of the ceiling, if you want to say that way.
Yeah.
When Trolls made $100 million on one weekend streaming. After that happened, everything else went to poo-poo. Okay? That's it.
Mm-hmm.
The Trolls movie, when it was released and streaming, they made $100 million in the weekend. They put everything in motion.
Yeah.
It was over. That was the day the theaters died. That was it. So that's all I have to say about that. And
yeah, there's no reason to say like articles saying like, oh, they lost their only way to make money. Like, no, that wasn't their only way. Like, think about how Netflix and Disney like put original series on just one streaming thing. They don't say, oh, it's in theaters. It's like, no, it's exclusive to Netflix or it's exclusive to Disney Plus. The way that Netflix gets their revenue from their exclusive shows or movies is that every subscriber who watches that and the fees that they pay, money goes to them. So it's like, okay, this show's profitable. So we'll see the amount of subscribers that are watching this show or this movie.
Right.
And if they're not watching it enough, it's like, okay, it was a failure. We shouldn't have touched it. But if enough people get the talk around, and again, social media comes into play. It's like, guys, watch this movie. It's on Netflix. Netflix is easily obtainable. So people are like, okay, I'll go see this movie. And then they watch it, and then, et cetera, rinse or repeat. It goes on. So, it's going to make money. If you're worried about that, then just do rental or digital, like Trolls did, and just do rental. Like, you do that, you can make your money's worth. It's not about, delay it, it's not going to work. It's like, theaters are not going to work, dude. You don't realize, like, how theaters are just going out? Like, you just can't. It's done. It's gone.
It's over.
It's gone.
It's over.
Dad made a story. Come on now.
It's over, dude. YouTube, thank you
again,
guys, for another awesome podcast. Cam Bam, the man, you are the man, dude. I love you. You're the best. Guys, thank you so much for all the support. Hello, Cam Bam. All right. Guys, thank you so much for all the support. We're at 3,800 subscribers. 3,800 subscribers. We want to make it a 4,000 before the end of 2020. Guys, girls, everybody, please help.
Why do you say it like that? Please help.
Please help. No, listen, guys, you guys have been awesome for the support. You guys have been awesome showing the love all the time. Thank you so much for everything you guys show on this podcast. And you guys following us all the time. Thank you so much. Subscribe if you haven't
literally following us, but following us on social media.
Subscribe if you haven't already. Bell for notifications. Thank you guys so much. Hit a like when you get a chance. Thank you. Cam Bam, you're the man. I love you, dude.
Hurt you, Dad.
And thank you guys for everything. And remember, be safe and always
stay humble.
Be humble.
Stay humble or be humble.
Be humble and stay humble.
All right, guys. Hope you guys have a good Monday. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay humble, and we'll see you guys next week.